Hello everyone. So today we will be talking about HSK4 examination and the strategy you are supposed to follow to prepare for the examination in order to get 180 marks out of 300. This is the pass marks you are supposed to score to pass the examination. But for different colleges, it is different. For different universities, you will find that this passing mark somewhere it is also 210 out of 300. So you'll have to make sure that you score good enough so that no university in China will be able to reject your application. So first thing first, what you need to learn about the vocabulary is the word limit. So at least 1200 words you need to master in order to ace your HSK4 examination. So basically HSK4 is a Chinese proficiency test, which is also known as Hanyu Shuibinghaoshi, which is HSK as it is written here in Chinese. So people who are already preparing for the exam should be knowing the characters written here. So we are here to start with the basic examination pattern you'll be seeing on screen, or maybe in the paper mode if you're selecting for the exam. But for from my opinion, you should always go for the CBT mode of examination. It is more easier, and you'll be finding it doable in less time. So the first part is listening, followed by reading, followed by writing. So you are supposed to do all these three sections in the examination, and in each section you'll have to pass the papers. So for listening, you'll have to score at least the full marks is 100. So for that, you'll have to score at least 60 in each paper. So in together, in total, it will make you 180 marks. Okay, out of 300, you'll have to score at least 180. And as I said, some universities also ask for higher marks, so you'll have to prepare for that in your brain as well. Now, when we talk about the listening part, it has three parts. Okay, so first is the listening part. Under it comes three parts. The first section covers 10 questions, then 15, and then 20, which makes it altogether of 45 questions alone in the listening part. Now we'll come to the reading part. It is 40 questions altogether, and 40 in the sense that 10 questions in the first part. Second part also has 10 questions, and the third part has 20 questions, which is again making it 40. Now for the writing part, the sections are 1 and 2, but the question number of questions you'll be asked in the examination will be different. Sometimes it's 5 for part 1 and 10 for part 2. Sometimes it's 10 for part 1 and 5 for part 2, together making it 15 questions in writing part you'll have to solve. So it doesn't matter what number of questions you are getting in which part, because for writing it's quite unpredictable to tell it beforehand only, because it always changes depending on the examination. Now let's focus on the exact strategy or the core of the preparation of the exam, which is we will be discussing it part by part. So the first one is your listening part. So part 1 of listening has 10 questions, as I already told you. It contains passage, so they'll be reading a passage before you, but you'll only be able to listen to them, which because it is a listening part, so you also call it as a tingli in Chinese. So they will read a passage for you, and then they will ask questions related to that passage, and then you'll have to answer true or false if the statement said by the examiner in the CBT is true or false. Okay, now in second part you'll be getting 15 questions. It is about dialogue based question. Again, you'll be asked choose one correct out of the options given below. Now in part third you have 20 questions, which can be a monologue or it can be a dialogue, and in this part you will have to select multiple correct. So for this part specifically, you'll have to listen very carefully, because they'll be asking multiple correct options. I am emphasizing this point because multiple correct options is something which many people get confused about. Okay, so you'll have to take care of that. Now when it comes to the reading part 1 is 10 question, which will be asked about fill up. You'll be given options, and then like 10 questions if they'll be asking, they'll be giving 10 different Chinese characters, and then you'll be given 10 different fill in the blanks. So you'll have to select the words according to the situation given in the sentences. Sometimes you might get two words fitting in the same sentences, but then you'll have to take care of the grammar and the verbs or adverbs they are being placed. You'll have to first check if the options given in the fill up are verb, noun, pronoun. You have to be very careful about it. So for that part specifically, I would like to tell you something that apart from 1200 words, you'll have to master some other miscellaneous words which can be easy for you to score good in the exam. Okay, which will help you to score good in the exam. So it is going to be the cherry on the top in the preparation. Okay, now for part 2 of the reading, you'll be getting 10 questions again, but these will be arranged the sentences. They'll be giving you jumbled up words. Okay, words, the sentences you're being asked there to arrange those words in a correct sentence. Okay, for part 3 we'll be given 20 questions, and then it is a passage again, but then you'll have to read the passage rather than listen it. So this is not a thingly, this is reading, which is also called as uedu. So you'll have to read the passage and then choose one correct. It is quite easy, but then I would like to emphasize this point that this section, reading section, is the most lengthy section of the whole paper. So just make sure that you are very peculiar about the time management. So you'll have to practice the papers, at least 10-20 papers before actually appearing for the examination. So you'll have to be very strategically driven to conquer the exam in the first go itself. Now comes the writing part, which is consisting of two parts only. The first part, as I told, it depends. Sometimes you get 5 questions, sometimes you get 10 questions. So the part 1 is generally about construct sentences. Okay, you'll be given words to construct the sentences. You are supposed to put your own grammar, your own words, and then construct a sentence according to the words given. You might need to add something up based on your noun knowledge, your pronoun knowledge, whatever the words, whatever the grammar you have learned in Chinese. It will be easier for you. Now for part two, again, it can be 5 questions or maybe 10 questions. You never know. It depends on the exam. It will be picture based question. So this is the part where you can score as much as you want, because it is totally directly proportional to the preparation. Also, one thing that the marks divided in these two sections are so unpredictable. No one can predict that. So it totally depends on your caliber. You try to score 100%, target 100% correct questions in the writing section, so that at least you end up scoring 80 to 90%. So in total, the weightage of all the exam paper will be higher for you. It will be on the beneficial side for you. So yeah, that was it about the listening, reading, and writing of the HSK for examination. I hope you guys find the video helpful. And if you have any doubts regarding the preparation of the examination, or regarding any kind of material you want me to provide you in form of Google Drive link, or anything in PDF or something like that, just comment in this comment below, and I'll be reaching out to you. Don't worry about that. And yeah, definitely you're most welcome to ask any kind of doubt and any kind of queries you have about the exam, be it your form filling, be it your whatever in general you might get. Any kind of problem, you just reach out to me. I'll be there to help you, and I'll be very happy to help you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. You guys for all the love and support you have showered on me. Thank you so much. Bye bye, take care.